emotion. I understood where the emotions came from. Um like I was able to pinpoint why I was feeling the way that I was, you
Okay.
know? Um yeah, I was able to be very aware of everything that I was feeling, more or less, and where it came from, why I was frustrated. Um yeah.
Hi, Lavana. So good to see you. Amazing. And then what happened, Leah?
I was able to talk to my husband. Like I pretty much shared everything that I felt. I spoke to a friend of mine also about how I felt, and like I explained to her why, like where is it coming from, you know? Um,
So once again, whatever you spoke with your husband is the same thing whatever you spoke with your friend? Or
yeah,
different things? Ah, okay.
yeah, more or less, yeah.
Okay, and
Uh,
how you feel about it?
I mean, I felt good. I felt like I was able to, because I was able to label it and understand and like become like so aware, you know? I think also, you know, because I'm like I was saying before, because I'm listening to so many podcasts, so many things that I'm learning and growing in, it's become, and plus this
Hi,
our
Alana.
workshops here every week. It's helping me like stay focused, stay label it and become aware of it and sit with it. Sitting with it is very important now, I find, and not just like to brush it off.
Absolutely.
Um, because then I'm not brushing it under the carpet. Like it's not becoming bigger, you know? The
Exactly. Ex-
Yeah,
When we sit with this, then what happened?
yeah. It becomes it doesn't persist. It doesn't become bigger. It doesn't like you grow from it. You grow through it also, you know? It
100%.
doesn't fester. It doesn't sit inside of you and fester and become bigger inside, you know?
Exactly. That's the point
Yeah.
that we learned it last time. That's the whole point. And you felt that. When you felt
Mm.
that, actually, when you sit with the feeling, then what happened?
It doesn't become bigger. You release it. You
Exactly.
release it, right?
You released it and it became more smaller, right?
Yeah.
Imagine it's like a little child, right? That we sometimes we like so rush to explain to ourselves logically why things working out, everything latova, or I know it's gonna be for the best, and I know I learned lessons from this. I know it was good for me. I grow because of this. We give like so much logical explanation to our feelings, or even sometimes it could happen that, oh my god, I already deal with that feeling, why it's overcome again, now possibly I need to go over this again. But sometimes that's what you just need, the recognition, to be brave enough to just look inside of what am I feeling, and to say, okay, nothing is it's just a feeling, and whatever
Yeah.
it really, when you sit with this, it's actually make it shorter than
Yeah.
struggling and fighting with this, right? And avoiding that.
I also find that when if the same situation keeps on coming over and over, it's because we haven't fully grown from that same situation. That's why it's still triggering you.
Uh-huh.
So if it's no longer triggering you, that means that you've passed the test and now you're able to move on to another lesson, the next step in your life or in that situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Can you give us example that you felt like, uh, oh no, you don't have.
I'll give you an example. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but over the course of our many years together, my husband and I, we've had moments where our car was towed, you know? I'll give you an example because tickets were not paid on time or we didn't have the money to pay the tickets or whatever it was. So, and it took like to years and years. It was like never ending. And then finally, Baruch Hashem, finances got better and we were able to pay our bills on time, our tickets, I mean, on time. And and then it came to a point where it was no longer. the issues that weren't happening again, and now I was able to pray for other people. Like if I would see a car booted on the street, I don't know who this car belongs to, but I would pray for them. Hashem, give them the money to pay for this boot because I know exactly what that feels like. Coming to your car in the morning and your car's booted or a car is towed or whatever, you know? Like I grew from that and we grew from that and became stronger and like it doesn't happen again. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Beautiful. So the only thing that our emotions, welcome, Ilana. So nice to see you. Ilana, you were here last week? No. So the week before, or just the first time? Two classes. Okay, okay. אני לא שומעת אותך, אבל בסדר.
I only missed one class last week.
I see, I see. That was a
So
very important class. You know, it's recording me just the audio. I don't know why.
that's fine. I could listen to the audio.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna put it on YouTube and I'm gonna send it to you.
Thank you.
Bezat Hashem. Okay. So Sivan and we have Talia. Welcome, ladies. So we all just shared, Leah actually shared how much it's basically help her to sit with the feeling, and she actually find out that what it was even less bigger, right, Leah?
It doesn't last that long. Once you sit it with it and you label it and you sit with it, it doesn't go on for a long time. It does
Exactly.
become smaller.
Become smaller.
Yeah,
So who practice? Leah, you're such a good student.
thanks.
Who practice even a little bit this week? Who want to share?
I could share something.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second. I need to go to quiet area. I need to speak. Mute myself. Everybody's calling me to do. Anyway, sorry. So like Leah was saying, when you let go and you ask yourself, you know, when you're feeling at that moment, why am I feeling this way? What's bothering me? Why is it causing me to have this feeling? And you sit with it and you answer the questions, then you understand. So you release it and it just doesn't bother you as much as it normally would, because normally you're just reacting and you're not thinking about, okay, why is this happening to me? Why am I reacting this way to the situation? So I've been doing this with my father, and it's just such a different, like, he doesn't trigger me anymore.
Wow.
He'll do the same thing that he's doing, something that used to trigger me for years and years and years.
Wow.
And it just doesn't bother me because I know he's not, first of all, he's not doing it purposely to make me feel this way. He has no idea that it's making me feel the way it's making me feel. And second of all, I just told myself again, like, why am I feeling this way? Is it true? And then, you know, the moment that you realize that it's really not true and it shouldn't make me feel this way, and he's not doing it on purpose, then it loses all the strength and
Exactly. It's lose the power.
the power, right? And
Wow.
you're just looking at him and you're like, okay, whatever, let him get through his whatever, let him say whatever he wants, and everything is okay.
Wow. 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 This
So
is
it's
one of
huge.
the,
It's huge.
huge. This is one of the biggest healing that you went through.
Yeah,
You see the
totally.
process, you ask yourself, you like processing to yourself, even just by these questions.
Yeah.
Once we just question ourselves, those questions, it's so powerful. It's changed, you see your reaction. So how was your day look like? How it affect your day, how it affect your house, how it affect your health?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't affect it because you don't let it, it doesn't penetrate because you know
Exactly.
that
So
there is
if you didn't
no,
punch, so what space now you have to?
you're happy, you're moving on with your daily life,
Continue
you
your
have
day.
your strength, you have your self-esteem, you have your self-worth.
And what was before you did
And
when
before
it
it'll
was
ruin your
triggering you?
day, it'll ruin your week, you feel horrible, you're contemplating and thinking over and over again what happened, why did it happen, why is this happening. The moment that you let go and you're like, okay, this is not,
Wow.
it has nothing to do with me, I don't need to take it
Wow.
personal because it's not true. It's a huge thing. It's a big, like, it's, yeah, it's wow, it's exactly what it
Imagine,
is.
imagine from a situation when it always used to trigger you for years, and now
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
suddenly
It's
you
not even mistreating. It's like, I mean, I could be more specific if people care to hear it. It's just that, parents always want the best for their kids, and each parent has their own different, you know, style of parenting. Some parents are more like, oh, you have to work hard, you have to do. Even if you get 99.9, why didn't you get 100? So it's like no matter how much you achieve, it's never good enough. So I became an overachiever because no matter what I did was just, I was like, it's not enough. I have to do more. I have to do more. And every time he would ask me, or like say, even as a mother, I felt like I was an incompetent mother because of, oh, your kids are like this, or your kids are like that. You should be more strict. You should do like this. My parenting style is different than my parents.
they give you some like comments.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
So I used to feel horrible and I used to feel bad and I used to feel, and then I said, wait a minute, this is not like he's not purposely doing it to hurt me. He wants to help me. He wants to bring the best out of me. But for me, I used to feel horrible. Like I was like, no matter what I do, it's not good enough.
So once you learn to sift this and to
Yeah.
separate this, what happened?
It just didn't bother me anymore. Like I just didn't
Girls,
care.
I want you, all of you,
It
to clap your
doesn't,
hands for her. Kal akavod. Kal akavod.
it
This is the
doesn't,
celebration day.
yeah, you don't feel it doesn't penetrate. So you don't feel anything. You used to feel bad and think about it and horrible, and
Wow.
you just it doesn't penetrate. It bounces off.
This is the sign when you know you healed. This is the
Yeah.
sign when you
Yeah.
know that you're not getting upset. It's not move you. So many people, with how many ladies I'm talking with, and they're blaming the whole world. He make me angry. He make me upset. If he will stop to do that, I will not get upset. If he will stop, but you can't control them. Not your parents, not your husband, not your mom, not your friend, not your neighbor. You can't control them. Sometimes it could be a little child that's bothering you, that can drive you crazy. Can like pressing the button that it can. I know some lady that she was a teacher and was a student over there that she couldn't handle her. She used to hate her so much. And under this, you know what happened? Just did a healing. I just did with her a healing session because this child reminded her when she was bullied in school. I don't know how, but this girl reminding her, that girl, that when she was a student, when she was a child, because the way that she was bullied girls in the class, it's reminding her when she was bullied. And basically, when we just remove and heal that wound that when she was a child got bullied, this girl just stopped bothering her. She also not only that, she just stopped also bullied other kids in this class. Anyway, there was such a tremendous. When you know that the trigger is stopped, it's when you healed, the trigger will stop immediately. Immediately. So once you know that something is bothering you consistently, and it sometimes could be silly things, but it's not silly if it's really get to trigger you and you got upset and you got annoyed and you got frustrated. It's not silly. It's not something not important. It is important because under this, it's something over there that calling your soul to heal, and it doesn't matter who is that. So that's number one. Number two, your feeling are the most important. When you treat your feeling like your child, they will be you will take control of them. So when we're trying to avoid it or push it away or even to feel shame or embarrassed when that we feel this way, it's gonna come even stronger. So it's very important to practicing those tools even once a week, just to recognize what am I feeling, what's going all those 6 steps. Who actually practice even one time the 6 steps this week? באמת, סיוון? You want to share with us? You don't want to share? אבל איך היה לך?
So it works for some things, but something that I was having a big problem with, it didn't work.
It depends how you did it. So if you can share with me, then I can like check together.
Okay, so it's very personal, but um my husband isn't home anymore. So ever since Pesach, other than being home on Shabbat, like today was the first day he was home. So he's coming home late. He's working on Sundays. Sometimes he's working Saturday night. And I understand the idea and the goal, right? But this is not how I pictured how I wanted to live my life. Like I always said, like I'd rather make less money, but I want you to be a present husband, a present father, right? So the issues we were having before where he wasn't so it was hard for him sometimes to deal with the kids. Now it's 10 times harder because he's like not there. So he doesn't know what's going on with them on a day-to-day basis. He doesn't know the struggles that this one's having or this how this one's feeling or what's going on with any of them. So that problem has become bigger instead of getting better. And then my expectations of him are too much. Like it doesn't make sense that he should be working all day long, all the time, and then he has to come home and then I expect him to do things on top of it. But then again, like I can't handle everything at the same time. So it wasn't really working on that. On other things it worked nicely, but not on that. That didn't work.
First of all, let's start with what it did work.
Okay, so what did work was like, for example, I was in a very bad mood the other day and I couldn't figure out why. Like, I dropped off the kids and I had my plan for the day. I made my list of things that I needed to do and I was just doing it and I was in a bad mood and I was by myself. Nobody was with me, right? So, why am I feeling this way? I was feeling that way because I felt like my list was very unrealistic. I was like rushing, rushing, rushing to get through it, but like I wasn't going to ever finish it. So I ended up adjusting the list to be realistic for the day, not like
Wow.
not like a scroll of like this is my goals for the rest of my life kind of list, but more like okay, for today, what can I actually get done?
Look
So
at
once I made 3 things that were important, I was able to finish 2, so that was good.
amazing.
Yeah.
You've come out. And you actually you did the 6 steps?
I didn't do all the 6. I did like 4 of them because like I sat down, I calmed down, I thought about like why am I feeling this way? My body was like definitely like it was all over. So I didn't know like what to focus on as far as my body was concerned. Um, and then once I realized that I was able to solve the problem. So I don't know if that was all the 6 steps, but
כל הכבוד, you did the first question. That doesn't matter, even if you're just gonna do the 2 questions. What am I feeling? Why am I feeling? What are my needs? Then you start to realize you being more aware to yourself because the goal is to connect ourselves to ourselves, not to lose it. Once we lose it, we're disconnected. We blame we like I don't know. I'm like a lion, right? We just want to run after ourselves, and we don't understand why things doesn't work well. And once we just collecting ourselves, asking those questions, then something is just much more settled. I'm working with more awareness, and actually, I'm gonna finish much more faster than I need. Then I'm just gonna put pressure on myself. כל הכבוד that you realize that and you pay attention to this and you catch this. Okay.
but
Diana,
then
can I
see
say something?
oh.
What?
Oh, Sivan, go ahead. You were saying
Oh no, but then I did it again. See, this was today's list, and I don't know if you could see it. It didn't. I obviously forgot, and then that's why I was so stressed at
But
bedtime.
that's
I'm like,
interesting.
I needed to get all my things done, and I couldn't get them done, so I was like really stressed to get them to bed because I'm like, okay, this day needs to be done because I still didn't finish my list, you know.
And who put you this list? Who
I
made
made the list. I wrote it.
exactly? So if you make
Right.
the list, you can make it shorter.
No, right. But that's what I'm saying. I was able to do it the
I
other
like
day,
that one.
but today I couldn't
I
do
like that
it.
one. And girls, celebrate. Celebrate every step that you did. Celebrate every, even I saw I'm walking on and I do 10, 10, 10 times around the park, like 10 miles, 10 steps, 10,000 steps a day. And I saw some men, okay, with the with his because the stoller, like he's walking very slow, it looked like he's coming out from he need to exercise, and he did like step, 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 step. And you know what? Uh, so slow. Okay, so slow. You can imagine. Like I think he's like 8 years old with the and he's
Walker.
walker. And I'm like already, I did already like 3 around until he finished that. But then I was looking at him and I said, "Oh my God, Diana, if he never he did the first step and the second step and the third step, and he already did half of the park. Imagine if we will not start even doing that." So for him, even if it's slow, the so slow, but you still move to somewhere. Even slow does not mean you're still growing. You still did something, even if it's slow. It's better than nothing. And I see him like already half of the park. Yes, I did already three because you can compare yourself to old man. But imagine like if you will not do anything. So even if you move yourself slower, but it's better. You're still moving. Even if you're not doing everything on the one shot, but you're still moving. And once you go back and you realize, wow, I went through so much. I did. Focusing on you did whatever you actually um move forward. Even if it's small step, it's still moving forward. The fact that you do it slowly does not mean you're not moving. Okay? Always look back and say, wow, I did those two things today to make yourself feel good about yourself. This list will be end one day. Okay? But whatever realistic to you. Okay, so what can I do today? What is realistic to me to do today? That's what I want. That's what's really realistic. And then you feel less pressure, less stress, right?
Right, but it's the difference of knowing what's realistic and what's not. Like I think to myself, okay, so this is going to take me a half hour and this is going to take me 45 minutes and this is going to take me an hour and it adds up to the time of my day, but that's not realistic. Right?
Exactly.
So like it's also understanding what reality is. It's not just saying to myself I need to shorten the list.
And sometimes it's not about time. Sometimes it's just about if it's hard for me to do something, that's mean. It's either I need somebody to help me, or so what I need. If it's hard for me, that's mean what I need in order to get it done. Sometimes those hard things that we want to do, but we can't really do it by ourselves. Sometimes we need a friend to be with us. Sometimes there are certain things that no matter what, I can't do it by myself. So if I'm gonna force myself to do it by myself, I know that I can't. I just need somebody just to be there for me, to do it with me. So I need to know what I need in order to help me to move forward. Okay. So the more I'm asking myself and I'm more talking to myself, then I know how things work for me the best way. So sometimes you just need somebody to be there. Sometimes you need to hire somebody to help you. Sometimes you just need a friend. So whatever you need to help you, instead of putting yourself down, instead of, oh, I will never not gonna finish this, I will never not gonna do use with whatever you have and whatever you able to, instead of eating yourself from inside. Okay, so today, thank you for sharing, Sivan, and about the other thing that you said. Um, maybe this technique will help you. Okay. If you, I don't know, I'm not sure if you want to open this now about you want, like whatever you want. Okay, so if you want, we can do it privately. Okay. Um, um,
Diana, can I share something real quick?
yeah, yeah.
To the lady before, Sivan, I don't know her name. It doesn't say her name on the, it says iPhone too. Lana?
Ilana.
Ilana, okay. Ilana, what you were describing is something that I've gone through myself. It's called, it's a, what's it called? Um, It's a childhood trauma, first of all, because it's something that we, I feel, as Bukharians, grow up, our parents put us down, not because they mean any harm. I feel like this is all they knew. They don't know any other way to validate or, show us love and support through kind words. So they did, maybe possibly was how they grew up, Um, but it's a childhood response, overachiever is what I'm talking about because I'm the same way. I feel like no amount of degrees, no amount of, putting everything on your shoulders is good enough. So I'm at that point right now where nothing is good enough, but label again, even labeling that it's a childhood trauma that where nothing was good enough, feeling worthless, um is even that labeling that big huge emotion and big huge like cloud, I guess you could call it, over your whole life is also big. I know that with my parents, for me it was always about my weight. Even as a child, I've been overweight since I was 5. So when I had my own kids, I told my parents, don't you dare do this to my kids. Like you did it to me, it stops with me. It does not continue with my kids because you've traumatized me with it. Same thing with my grandparents. I will not allow this to happen with my kids. Because if you don't want them to, like not to like you, then you need to stop.
Amazing.
And I mean, they tell me never ends, but they don't say anything to my kids. You understand? So yeah, it has to stop somewhere. I mean, I also believe what you allow will continue. And I feel like, again, it's only, I'm talking about myself. If I don't say something, it will continue. So I need to say something. It could be done tactfully, it could be done respectfully, but it has to be said. At least in my, yeah.
100%. Yeah, I agree.
Anyone else wants to share? Dalia?
Something that helped me, I guess, that I used this week was that I think you mentioned last class to think that sometimes your mind is in survival mode, so it goes just a little crazy, like with thoughts, and you just have to remind yourself, no, I'm okay, I'm safe, like I'm not in a dangerous situation. And I think that's something that really helped me. So
Wow.
thank you.
يفهم on. Did you have wow, it's a huge change. It's a huge change that you realize and you remind this to yourself. That means you are so capable. And every change, girls, start with the first shift. Okay? That means you strengthen the muscle of yourself to think, of yourself to ask yourself, is this is the 100% true? Am I really believe to what am I thinking right now? Once you start questioning it, it get less power. You take your power back to yourself. Powerful. I like that. Did you practice at least one time the self-love questions, like from 1 to 6?
So I don't think I did it like fully, but I did definitely do like the first few steps. And a specific step that I really liked was where do you feel it in your body? Like kind of touch where you feel it. I thought that was interesting because I never noticed that with different feelings, I feel it actually in different places. Like I could feel it on my upper back, my lower back, my stomach, or my chest. Thought that was very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you listen, your body is talking to you. Once you just listen to this, that's what you need. Our body, so smart, he just talking to us all the time. Once you listen to this, you first of all, you acknowledge this, you give this space, you tell him to the feeling, it's okay, you are going through this. I totally hear you. It so makes sense you feel this way. You're talking to yourself and you acknowledge yourself, and it says, of course, I'm gonna feel like that right now. It so makes sense, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's you too sensitive. People like to call you, oh, you're too sensitive, or nothing really happened, right? We just learn to numb and to not make a big deal of things. So we're not gonna actually gonna get stronger, but that's not make us stronger. That's actually make us much more disconnected from us. You became stronger, you know when you allow yourself to feel, and you just accepting that as without judging. That's what am I feeling right now, and you just release it. That's the power. That's the muscle that we want to working on. To know what am I feeling, why am I feeling, where do I feeling it? Breathe inside of this. Allow to this to just be with no pressure. That's it. And that's how you basically wash yourself. That's not, it's not gonna build up, because what is anxiety? Anxiety is when you can't already handle the feeling anymore. The body's screaming, I can't, I'm like full of toxin. It's like the body when you throw up, right? Like you're already done with all this junk, and he can't handle this all of this too much sugar or too much junky when kids sometimes eat and they throw up. It's exactly an anxiety. Anxiety will catch you, not by, even doesn't need to be big things. It could be from small things, but that small, because it's already full up to the end, then the body feels anxiety. Now, what is anxiety? Anxiety not always feels like I can breathe, or some extremely anxiety could be that you just want to go to sleep, that it's very heavy for you to wake up in the morning, that you feel just like in a bubble, like you're around people but you're just disconnected. That's also anxiety. And anxiety also can feel like everything is hard for you, even the simple things to do. Simple things, go to the car, drive there, to do shopping, go to school, it's everything is heavy. Those things that you want to do basic daily, suddenly it became heavier, suddenly it became harder, suddenly it became that you're already not excited. This routine, like already you feel like it's not, even if you go to vacation, okay, you can't enjoy it. When you come back, all the heaviness come back even more. That's the sign already that something needs to change, that it's already not working. I had some client that she says, Diana, I want to come back to the mother that I used to be 4 years ago. I was doing everything, all the salad, kitchen, and everything by myself, and all this. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm wake up in the morning, and I don't want to hear my kids. I don't want to dress them. I don't want to change them. I don't want to hear anything. She wanna, and she kind of blaming herself that she in this situation. Now I understand it's painful situation, but at the same time, it's just the sign that you don't give, you disconnect from yourself. And the minute that I connect herself to herself, whew, miracles happen. Without judging, without telling to yourself, but what's wrong with me? So what? I just did two salads. Like, no, celebrate every step that you do. Celebrate everything that you're actually able to, because it's yesterday you couldn't do it. And talk to yourself with more compassion, with more love, with more empathy. Then you became stronger. Then you became unstoppable. Then no matter what people will tell you, you know who you are. You don't need their proof. You don't need their validation. You don't need their to tell you you're okay, you're not okay. You just know who you are. You're sure about who you are. Then you became stronger. Then you became this person that you want to be, so collected to yourself. And it's a muscle. The more you practice, you more get better. Okay, so now I wanna teach today. I know I said about fears that I wanna working on. So today it's basically, what is the fears? Okay, what is the fear? Fear, it's part of in our brain that comes from the back of the brain, the inside, the middle brain, and amygdala. It's called amygdala. I don't know the English language. Anyway, so over there, it's basically fight or flight. Okay, fear is here to protect us. If we will not have fear, we could hurt ourselves. If we will not have fear, we could so fear in some ways also good. It protects ourselves. That, let's say, child, they don't have a fear, right? in certain way. They can go on the street, they can go jump to the pool. They don't have sense of fear. They don't recognize what's danger, what's not danger, right? That's why he learned. By trying things, he understand. Or sometimes we as a parent put fear in our kids. Okay, that's another situation. But usually fear is here to protect us in a survival mode. When we're gonna hear danger, we're gonna know to move forward, to this instinct to run away. So fear is actually is here to help us. When the fear it's not already healthy, when the fear numb you, when the fear blocking you, when the fear not let you move forward, when you wanna do something, make a video, or you want to do a business video for yourself and you have a fear of camera, you have a fear of judgment, we have few types of fears. Okay, we have fear of what people will say, the judgment fear. You actually hear what other they never said that, but you already know what they're gonna say, how they're gonna laugh at you. You know, when I did my first video with fears but I still did it, and you actually hear what everybody will say, what everybody will do, and whatever, and it's all in your head. So it's so many fears: fear of judgment, fear of the future. We have fear of what's gonna happen, and we have also fear of usually it's from the future, usually it's from what's gonna happen and what people will say about us. That's the type of fears that we have. And one more fear that is a little bit more extreme than, and let's say a woman wants that she need to give birth, or a fear of to getting married, fear to be in relationship, fear to getting hurt. Okay, so there are a few types of fears that's stopping us from getting married, stopping us from open a business, that stopping a fear of failing. A lot of ladies have a fear of failing. And all of these fears basically are here to protect us. Okay, so now I want to teach you how to basically, today we're going to focusing on fear of failing. Who most likely dealing with the fear of failing? Raise your hand. Okay, so I want to hear from you. Tell me, what are you afraid of? I want you to write it on the comments, so we're going to do it more quicker. Fear of what? Let's see on the chat. Fear to open a business, fear of judgment, fear of not being good coach once I get certificate. Okay. Fear of rejection, fear of failure of anything to do so far in a career. Okay. Fear of a future. Okay. Fear of a future. Okay. Okay. So all of these fears, Masada, first of all, it so makes sense. If somebody will tell you, oh, once I learned how to deal with fears, they told me, oh, you don't believe in Hashem if you have fear. You need to be more chizuk emunah. Now, it's not like it's not right. It's right. It's right. But that's not the only thing that you need in order to overcome fear. Okay? Does not, you can strengthen your emunah in Hashem and do the technique to help you to remove the fear. All right? So, but first of all, we need to understand that the fear is so makes sense. Fear, all the what you said so makes sense. You know how scary is that when you're gonna do coaching or you're gonna open a business and then you're gonna fail? It's really, really makes sense. Okay. So first of all, I want to teach you this very powerful technique. There are so many levels and you can go so deep in NLP, really, really deep. Sometimes the fear that we fear is not even belong to us, it's belong to our parents. Just you should know. Sometimes it belongs to our parents, sometimes it belongs to our grandparents, sometimes it's somebody that put us in the spheres. Let's say open a business. If you saw that your parents open and they close So that makes sense why you're gonna have fear. Okay, I'm just telling you that there are a few levels of how to take care of. But today I'm gonna teach you the simple and very effective way to deal with the fear that works tremendous. So before I'm gonna teach you, I want someone to do this technique with me. And who wanna be volunteer?
I could do it.
Dalia, fear of what you have?
Fear of judgment.
Oh, judgment.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Who said feel of I just wanna see like the most effective way that this exercise. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Bezrat Hashem. Dalia Bat.
Dalia Chaya Bat Rivka.
Dalia Chaya Bat Rivka. Hashem, please help me to help Dalia Chaya Bat Rivka to be free of fear of judgment. Huh? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now, how much do you feel it from 1 to 10?
8.
Okay. Judgment of who? What do you want to do that you have a fear of judgment?
Fear of being judged by other people.
But what are you going to do that they're going to judge you?
I mean, like act in a way
What do you
that's
want to do that like when this fear comes to you?
um like I guess just when I'm around people sometimes, um I'm just like afraid. I guess like I have this fear that like they're gonna think negatively of me. Just
Mhm.
I'm not sure exactly, like trying to think of a specific situation. Um, like for example,
When was the
I
last time that you felt it, you fear of judgment? Recently.
I would say earlier today, like during
Okay.
lunch.
Okay,
Yeah.
what happened?
So I was with people, like other people, and like um like these people, they're really like amazing people. They're not negative people in any way. Like I love these people. But the thing is that I guess like there was a conversation that started coming up that was like could kind of be negative about other people, like I guess you could say Lashon Hara in a way. And I was like so nervous to, I know obviously that I should stop that or it's very terrible, but I was just so nervous in that moment to stop, to just like say something because it just felt like, oh, they're gonna think that I'm like trying to be, oh, such a religious whatever, or like like I'm judging them in a way. And
Mhm.
another thing that happened also was a girl,
No, no, well,
like
stay there.
another thing.
Stay there, stay there.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, you're saying that if I will comment to them, oh my God, this is Lashon Hara, don't talk like that, right? They will judge you as someone like more religious than them, and maybe they're gonna laugh at you.
Not necessarily laugh, but they're just gonna, it's gonna be, I'm just gonna, I guess, make myself seem like, oh, I'm such a self-righteous,
And then what can
like,
happen?
then it's just gonna be like,
Are you more afraid that they're gonna be away, like stay away from you?
no, I don't think they're, I don't know if they would stay away from me, but I guess just maybe see me in a negative way.
In a negative way.
Like, not a negative way. I don't know how to explain it, but just like in that, I guess in that moment, like they would like maybe not so, like not taking me so seriously. Not taking me seriously, yeah.
Not take you like make you maybe laugh at you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you wish for yourself to happen? What do you want to do? Like, what's the dream?
I guess the dream is to feel respected for who I am 100% and not feel like I need to pretend in a way to be someone I'm not when I'm next to certain people, um,
Mhm.
so I could feel like accepted by them.
I see. Okay. And how much this fear keep you busy?
So, I mean, I don't know a certain amount, but just I guess when a situation happens where I felt like I was holding myself back because of this fear, like it does take up, like after a situation that happens, it does take up, I guess, like just, I'm not gonna say a few hours, but like whatever, a good amount of time where I'm just like thinking about it, like why did I act like that? Why was I holding myself back? And like why I just like think
You
about it and it bothers me.
wish to yourself, what do you want to do? Let's say there is no fear. What do you want to do?
In general or in that specific
Yeah, in
situation?
a specific situation. If there is no fear, I'm taking out the fear. No fear. That's it. Bye bye fear. What will happen?
I would just say, um, guys, it's not worth it. We should change the topic. We shouldn't talk about that.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think if I will say, if I will say something like that, or one of them will say something like that, would you appreciate that?
Yeah, but like it's different perspectives because I get it. Like not everybody learned about Lashon Hara and understand some people see it in different ways. Like some like people don't like a lot of people don't really understand how bad it is. So like when someone's just on the side saying we should change the topic, it seems like super annoying, you know.
Yeah. So this is situation fear of judgment. It's so specific, and this specifically exercise, it's not specific for judgment because you're right. You don't want to look like in their eyes when you're gonna be sure that what you do is the right thing. You will not be care about what they say, but probably something inside of you, you're not sure yet that that's the right thing. You understand? And
Yeah.
the fear of judgment when it comes, when you're not sure that what you do is the right thing. And sometimes it's okay because it's protecting you from what?
From I guess being embarrassed.
Being embarrassed. So this is more stronger. You understand? To being embarrassed, it's much more powerful than to just to be this to say don't talk, right? And it so makes sense. So I want you to validate this feeling of it's okay that you didn't want to feel embarrassed. All right? That's the work you need to do. All right? To validate the feeling that it's okay. Instead of eating yourself, oh my God, why didn't say anything? It's not right. I hear Lashon Hara, and maybe you also a little bit enjoy that, whatever. But just do the 6 steps for the feeling of embarrassing and say that so makes sense that I didn't want to be embarrassed. And basically to forgive to yourself that I didn't say anything because I really couldn't. I don't want to feel embarrassed. Then you're going to strain the muscle of being brave for next time. Does that make sense? Validate
Thank
the
you.
feeling of being not being embarrassed. Because the fear, you see, the benefit of the fear, what he trying to protect her from? I want to hear you, girl. What he tried to protect her from? Test. Who know the answer? Every fear that we experience, he comes to protect us from something much more scary. What was much more scary for her to feel? Embarrassed. So what's the work need to be now? Validate the embarrassing. So normal. Okay? So I can't fight with so now I'm not gonna be busy with fighting with the fear because it so makes sense it's coming. He don't want you to feel embarrassed no matter what. Even though it was something, so you can blame yourself that you're afraid of this. It so makes sense. So your homework to do the 6 steps, whatever we did last time. Okay?
Thank you.
Girls, are you with me? You understand what just happened? Yeah? Falakabot. Okay. Now I want to take, I don't know who is that, but somebody says a fear of being failing of open a business. Who said that? Sivan. Open a business. Usually this technique help when we have a fear of, yeah, open a business. It's amazing to do that technique actually, or being failed. Okay, it so makes sense. So the first step, no matter what the fear you have, the first step is to recognizing him, is to validate him, because under this he protects you for something much more stronger. Okay, but who wanna do the exercise with me now? Let's see if it's gonna fit this exercise. Who wanna be the volunteer? It's a gift. It's a really gift. How about you, Leah?
Sure.
Yalla, let's do it. What is your fear? Let's go.
So my fear is like when I finish my coaching program, I have a couple more months now left. I have to now start coaching other people already this week. My fear and my fear is that I know these people. I know these people personally. They're not strangers to me. So I feel like I have to be extra good in order to um I guess show them that I'm good enough to be a coach once I'm certified. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Why are you coaching them? To prove
Why am I coach why am I coaching them? Because it's part of the program. We have to have 20 hours of unsupervised coaching.
exactly, but why specifically them? Can you choose somebody else?
I'm looking for clients, free clients, anybody welcome.
My question is,
They
why do you,
volunteered.
oh, they volunteer. Okay, but it sounds like so you ask them or they volunteer?
They volunteered and I asked them what it is that they want to be coached in, what specific
No,
area
no,
of
no,
their
no, no, no.
life.
One second, one second. Oh, before. Did you ask them, can I coach you? Or did those,
No,
I want you to coach me?
no, they approached me.
They approach. Amazing. Okay, one. How do you feel about that they approach to you?
I on one level I feel like they're doing me a favor because they know I need hours. That's
Mm-hmm.
one aspect. And I'm grateful that they're willing to open up themselves in a personal space and it has to be recorded even. Some people are shying away from that because of that.
Uh-huh. So you're
You
basically
understand?
saying it's worth it for me to take them, to take this person because at least I can record it. But at the same time, it's also, what is more put on you? Put on you more pressure, or it's you take it because you have no choice.
It's putting pressure on me. I'm not really understanding your question, Diana. Say it again.
I'm asking, are you taking them because you have nobody else, or because you
B-
want to prove them that you're good enough?
No, because I have nobody else.
I see. If you want, I can find for you some girls.
That would be great, please. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I have to, the whole point of this is to become better. With each client, you become better at it. You ask the right questions. So I was going to say that I've already had the discovery conversation with them. What is it that you feel, where do you feel stuck? What do you want us to work on during our sessions? And they've each told me what they want to work on. And I'm trying to gather my questions, gather my thoughts, write them down. I'm preparing for myself so I sound and feel competent in my sessions with them. And a lot of it, I know that has to be with just me being present, me being an opener, an active listener, me being um just and I do being present. I find I do well, but actively listening before formulating your next thought and giving advice. And I'll be very honest with you, I feel like that's where I need to work on. I feel like I'm constantly putting my 2 cents in, and I have to take a step back because it's not about me, it's about them. And coaching. It's not about me. It's about them.
And that's exactly why you have this time to practice,
Yeah,
right? Exactly.
right.
But I feel like you're more afraid that they're gonna judge you if you help them or not.
Yeah, fear of judgment, 100%, because I know them personally. It's not like a stranger client that I just met or somebody, or so let's say if you send me somebody, they don't know me, so I
More
don't have anything
pressure
to
to prove.
prove. Right.
More pressure to prove you.
Yes, I have more pressure to prove myself to people that I know.
Uh-huh. And do you like it or not?
I do because it's something that I want to eventually do. Um,
No,
not necessarily change my career.
do you like this pressure to prove?
Pressure, no, I don't like this pressure. Nobody likes to have pressure on top of them, but it's something that I feel. Yeah, it's a fear of judgment, is what it is. Fear of judgment, fear of, um, you know, yeah, it's fear of judgment. That's all it is.
In the end of the day, they come to you to get your help.
Right, I agree.
In the end of the day, I want you to look at this. In the end of the day, they come to me. I'm helping them. So even if you're gonna help them just a little bit, it's better than before.
And I've known, and they've told me before, like even before I needed to do these hours, I think you're gonna be so great at this job. I think it so suits you, you know? They've said this to me numerous times before,
Let's
but
do this.
now it's,
Let's do this. Let's do this.
yeah,
Ready? Okay, put your phone down. Okay.
okay.
There is points in our body that once we does this, and I want you to also practice it. You also can do it for yourself or any fear that you feel afraid of. It's called tapping therapy. Those points that basically help us when we're pressing them, they help to relieve the energy in our body, to relieve the negative energy and bring the positive energy. Okay? When I did it the first time, I was so like laughing about it because I thought, oh my God, that's what you're gonna help me to relieve my fear. I was so, it was so like, I was so uh hilarious about this. And you know, when I used this the first time, my technique, my first birth was a C-section. Not because I have to, because I really felt so much fear to giving birth. The fact of giving birth could drive me so crazy because I used to hear all of those stories from people around me, how much they cut them and what everything is open and about epidural. I was so scared from everything. And this perspective of like giving birth like was 100 fear. Okay. And once I did this, the second birth, I said, I went through C-section. So my second birth, I said, I don't want to go through C-section anymore. But I said, I have no choice because I'm so much afraid of giving birth. So I said, I'm going to go all the way to against C-section. My sister told me 2 weeks before, Diana, you don't remember what you went through? Just try this tapping therapy. I promise you, it's going to help you. I said, you know what? I have nothing to lose. And I went online, like just like you, to do this exercise of a fear to remove it. I just follow what she told me. And I'm telling you, b'zchut of her, I give birth naturally. Can you imagine? Epidural, but at least the actual birth, not C-section. Until it came my third birth, I did a home birth. Can you imagine from where I came from and how I improved myself? So this is technique. It's very powerful. And I believe in this so much because I think it's really changed my life. I was completely like so out of all of these things. I didn't believe that it's gonna help. And this technique, if you're just gonna use it and actually do that, also you can also do that together with us. But I want to show you on her how much it's relieve the stress. And even if you want to open a business, you want to open there's a person that's bothering you, there is a situation when you feel stuck. Once you do those and you press and you tap on those areas that I'm going to show you, okay, it's on top of your head and it's on the elbow, under the eyes, it's under the chin over here, where is the, okay, in the hands, and under the arms over here. We do that. I'm going to show you how it works, and you feel tremendous. It's changed so much. So from 1 to 10, how much you feel of what exactly you fear, Leah?
Just being judged, fear of judgment, fear of
Fear of failing?
I don't think I'm gonna fail. I think I mean, it's just planting little seeds, like you said, even if it helps a little bit.
Okay, from 1 to
Um,
10, how much you feel you have this feeling?
it's pretty
How much
high. Like fear of judgment is pretty high for me. I would say 8 or 9 also, yeah.
9? From 1
Yeah.
to 10, it's 9. Okay, my fear was from 1 to 100. There was thousands. So I'm telling you. So okay, Bezat Hashem, Leah, but
Clara,
Hannah,
Clara.
Clara. Hashem will help me to help Leah, but Clara to be free and relieve
I
the fear of
mean,
judgment and
mm,
only be away and connect to you, Hashem, to know that you give me helping her. I'm just the messenger and you are the healer. Okay, let's start. So now, what's the name of this fear? Give it a nickname. What's the nickname for the fear? What do you call him?
um, embarrassment. I'm not sure. I don't know. Judgment, embarrassment.
Okay,
It
give him
goes
a name.
together.
Give him a name.
Give him a name. I don't know a name. Um, I don't know.
Mr. Embarrassing.
Mr. Embarrassment, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Embarrassing.
Mr. Judgmental.
Mr. Judgmental. Okay, okay. I'm gonna be the Mr. Judgmental, okay? And you're gonna tell me everything that you think about me. Go. Tap on your head and follow me. Go.
I think you're bad. I think you should go away. You have no right to judge. You're not living my life. Um, it's not good to judge because then you are in the same situation as the person you're judging.
Continue. What else you want to tell him?
Um, I want to be free of judgment. I don't want to care about what you think.
Mhm. Well, how you feel next to him when he's coming?
Small, not worthy, not being seen. Um,
Continue.
yeah.
Tell him everything.
Um,
You have right now to tell him everything.
I want you to disappear. I want you not to be around. I want to be free of you. Um, I want to be okay in my own thoughts and my own skin, um, just as I am. I want to feel enough
Good.
without second guessing myself.
Tell him also how you feel around him when he's coming.
Um, I feel like I have to hide. I feel like I have to hide. I feel like I can't be myself. I'm not authentic. Um, cover myself up.
Tell me like I am him. What do you want to tell him? You
Go away.
go away.
Judgment, go away. Don't come back.
Good.
You're not good. You're not helping at all.
Good.
Um, you're not helping. Nothing good comes out of you.
Amazing. Continue.
Um,
There's more.
just disappear. No, don't come back. I just want to feel free of you. I want to be able to just say what I want, be as I am without having to second guess myself and not have to think twice about what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. Um, just really be myself, really truly myself. as I am.
Now, how do you think? Anything else you want to add?
I
Yeah,
think that's it.
tell him, let it go. Okay, good. Okay, now, what do you want him to do?
I want him to accept me as I am, fully accept me as I am, no judgments. Um, just love me regardless.
Mhm. What else you want him to do?
Um, not be present, not be there, not um, just really to disappear, disappear.
What do you think he's protecting you from?
Um, he's protecting me from. He's protecting me from. I mean, embarrassment, just from feeling even smaller than I already do.
He protecting you from feeling embarrassment.
Yeah,
Can you tell him
from
thank
being
you for
talked
that?
about, from being talked about, from being um yeah, judged pretty much.
Can you just tell him thank you for that, for protecting you?
Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for being, just being aware of it, just being um making me understand what it is that is bothering me,
Yeah,
making me understand what needs to be worked on, where my triggers lie,
yeah.
um what really needs to be healed,
Yes.
pretty much.
Just tell him thank you. Thank you for protecting me
Yeah,
for
yeah, thank you for protecting me and for um yeah, for just showing me what needs to be worked on.
how many years of protecting you?
I'll be 44 in the summer, so a
I mean, wow, for so long.
very long time.
Tell him thank you for
Thank you for
44 years.
protecting me. Thank you for showing me a way to um not to feel embarrassed,
Yeah.
not to just to protect myself,
Oh,
to
wow.
be on
He did play. Yeah.
to be on call pretty much on um yeah,
For 44 years. That's a long time. No
it
break.
is.
Tell him I gave you a break. I want you to take a
I'm
deep
giving you a break. I want to release you. I want to be able to feel free. It's
breath.
time to go.
Good.
It's time to go.
Amazing.
It no longer serves me.
Exactly. Now I want you to imagine. Now, how much from 1 to 10, from the 1 to 9, do you feel uh, right now, the fear of judgment?
Um, I would say three. Three is jumping out at me.
3?
I think because um,
Shee!
I mean, I've talked it out.
We didn't finish, but you already said 3.
Yeah,
Wow. Kala
the
kavad,
number
girl.
three jumped out at me.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
so exciting me. Okay, now let's do the close-up. Okay? Now it goes like this. Even though I am, I still can. What do you want to say? The sentence, your mantra. Even though.
Um, Even though, give me an example, Diana.
Okay, I'm gonna give you, you're gonna tell me what's fit for you, okay? Even though I am not perfect, I still can be a good coach. Even though I don't know everything, I still can be a good coach. Or even though I didn't finish my certificate, or I still can help ladies? What do you want to say?
Even though I am still on a journey of healing and growth myself, I can still help other ladies, other
Amazing.
people
Amazing,
grow
girls.
in their
I want you,
own
girls,
journey.
first of all, I want you to write down this sentence. This is your mantra. Write it down. Write it down. You have a paper and a pen? Write it
Yeah.
down. This is the moment that you need to like stick this sentence. Now, right now, what we're gonna do, ladies, this is tremendous. This is your key for your success. Okay? This is the key. That right now we're gonna put this sentence in every area of your body, and we're gonna put in the belief back, the power back to yourself. Okay, so now let's continue. Now I want you to say it and read it from the paper, and until you already remembered it, and wash yourself with this sentence. Okay, let's start from the head, the crown chakra. Go.
Okay.
No, from the hand, sorry. Even though
Even though, even though I'm still healing and growing myself on my journey, I can still help others.
amazing eyebrows.
Even though I am still healing and growing myself on my journey, I can still help others.
Amazing, go under.
Even though I'm still healing and growing myself on my journey, I can still help others.
Amazing, under your mouth.
Even though I'm still healing and growing myself on my journey, I can still help others.
Amazing, under your mouth.
Even though I'm still healing and growing myself on my journey, I can still help others.
Beautiful, chest.
Even though I'm still healing and growing on my journey, I could still help others.
Beautiful, arm.
Even though I am still healing and growing on myself on my journey, I can still help others.
Beautiful, here.
Even though I'm still healing and growing myself on my journey, I can still help others.
One more time, the crown.
Even though I'm still healing and growing myself on my journey, I can still help others.
Got this. Woo! How does it feel now?
I feel good.
Han, so powerful, so energetic, so you put yourself in. You understand yourself. You understand what's stopping you, and you're not letting to stop you, but without fight. I don't believe that we need to fight with our emotions. I don't believe we need to fight with our thoughts. I don't believe we need to fight with ourselves, because when you're fighting with your emotions, with your thoughts, with your feeling, it's like you're fighting against yourself. We are not supposed to be in a position of a fight at all, because all of those part of us, the fear, the judgment, the embarrassment, the anger, all of this is you. In the end of the day, it's you. So you're not supposed to fight with you. When you fight with you, then when you feel the whole pain, then when you feel disconnected, then when you feel weak, when you're wasting your time for fighting, enough fighting with ourselves. That's what I'm saying. We need to start to take whatever the weak part in us and to make it stronger. To make it, with this, I'm gonna win, even though with this. Right? Wow, that was so excited. That was my
Thank you so much, Diana. I appreciate it.
I really, so from 1 to 3, how much is it?
It's down there. It's really, really low now.
Can
I
we
mean, the
say
fact that I
0?
was able to do this in front of all these wonderful ladies, that's huge.
Oh my God, and girls, this is really happened also because of you, because we all feel like together in the same boat, together in the same, with the same power. And group classes and group support, there is not
Right,
more
yeah.
beautiful than this. I see it when I do, like, all the time when I do group classes, it's just much more powerful. It's also take from me so much more,
Yeah.
and so much energy and so much strength. And thank you for all of you for being a part of this amazing. Oh, I see. You got this, Leah. Kol hakavod.
Thank you.
And that's
Diana,
what,
thank you so much for doing this. Hashem should give you a lot more strength to continue to do this.
amen, amen. So we still can actually continue doing this. We just need to continue and practicing together, because I think this is really a blessing place. Okay, and if you know more women that wants to, and we always can practice. You know how much practicing I have? I have maybe 50 something exercising.
Wow. Wow.
And I really like, and I feel like even though I just give you those things that I already went through and it was already, but it's so big. But I remember when I was inside of you and I started learning that, I was like in the moon, in like in such a good places. And there is always more to learn and there is always more to find out. But you know what? We forget that those simple things that are so powerful and we just need to use it. Now you learn the skill, practice this. Now you learned it, do it, use it. That's why it's here. It's like you every day need to brush your teeth. Every day you need to yeah, so every day you need to cleanse yourself. It's part of the daily routine. Okay, so girls, today was the number 4 class, so there's few options. We can continue, okay? Another month like that until the summer. That summer everybody in their own space, but at least if you want to continue one more month, you just complete for 35 for one more month. You can invite friends that you think will be helpful for them, and I'm sure there are so many ladies outside there that can benefit from this and grow from this and learn together, and it's always going to be something also new together and also practicing together. So let's do this. And who want to be together with me next week? Raise your hand. Even if you just can be, even from 4 classes, you can just join 2. You give yourself this amazing, girls. You give yourself this this gym to exercise your brain, you know.
Then the next week is Shavuos.
Next week is
Next week is
Shavuot.
Shavuos.
Okay, so we can do it after Shavuot. No, I wanna leave it for Monday.
Okay,
Okay, so after Shavuot we can continue. So okay. So one more thing is
sounds good.
the way that we have gym. I go to the gym and I feel like when I have this life is like a gym. The more you practice, just life make you stronger. But how you're gonna get stronger? Only if you know what to do. If you don't know what to do, you're gonna fight yourself. Okay? So if for 2 weeks, girls, send the payment today so I know that we will have class for next time. And I also want to hear from you. What do you want to learn? What do you want me help you with? That's number 2. And number 3, I want you to bring a friend. So the more ladies will learn that they need to stop fighting with themselves, that they need to stop killing themselves, because that's why the pressure comes. That's why we can't enjoy life. That's why we feel rushing. So if you want one of somebody that you love and care to be part of this group, it's really a gift. Okay, so we can do Bezat Hashem after Shavuot, and also before Shavuot, I can send you some maybe meditation or something. Let's see. Do you have in your mind a friend you can think she can benefit from this? Even one person. Your job is to bring them. Okay? To bring them, because to spread the world with much more positive impact. Because you don't know when she will get the skills and the tools, she can change her whole house. It affects her parents, where she lives, her kids, her husband, everyone else. Okay, and this is really good opportunity to grow together. Okay, girls, so send $35 to the Zelle to my phone number now, so I know you're part of this and I have the reason to continue. It gave me the reason to push myself out there and to really give and to be here for you. Okay. If you're done, tell me you're done. You send it. Who else with us here?
I'm sending it right now, Diana, okay?
Amazing, amazing.
Thank you. Have a good night, ladies.
Okay, now
Thank you,
you're ready.
Diana.
You're welcome. Let's do meditation. It's very important.
I have to go downstairs. My family's
Okay,
asking
go,
for
go,
me.
go. Go.
Thank
Just
you.
tell me
Bye.
who's here for meditation. Who stay for meditation? 1, 2. Sivan, you stay?
I have,
You're
sorry,
tired.
I have
But that's
5
amazing.
minutes. Yeah,
It's gonna put you to sleep.
I have like 10 minutes.
יאללה, 10 minutes, it's more than enough. רגע, רק תני לי למצוא את המדיטציה הזאת, איפה שמתי אותה? אוקיי. פופ, פופ, פופ. And I also want to tell you girls, thank you. You helped me to practice my English. I want you to know that I hate English from all of my heart. But thank you for helping me practicing, for forcing me to do this class, for forcing me to type what I need to teach. Because without you, I will not do it. Trust me. It's pushing me to do it. Okay, let's do this. You ready? Okay, I want you to sit comfortable. And allow yourself to close your eyes and take a deep breathing. Uh-huh. Okay. Take a deep breathing and close your eyes. Okay, I'm sorry, it's actually, I'm so sorry. She's knocking on my door. 1 second. Take a deep breathing. Allow yourself to close your eyes. Beautiful. Make yourself comfortable. Take an inhale and exhale. Pay attention how is your back touching the chair. Pay attention to your chest that's coming up and down. And allow yourself just to be, to feel your back, to feel your chest, your legs. Feel how they're touching the floor. Feel how is the air touching your skin. And slowly, slowly, you move close to yourself. You move close to your neshama. And listen to my voice. I'm talking to you. And allow yourself with this voice and with this meditation to be even more deep, close to yourself. Take one more deep breathing and inhale and exhale. And every breathing that you're taking in and every breath that you're taking out, take out all the things that are not necessary right now. If it's something you need to relieve that not serving you anymore, let yourself take it out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And you can imagine yourself in the nature, green and beautiful. It's sunrise in the morning, and you can feel the sun, how it's washing your face and your skin, and you can hear the sounds of a bird or other voices. And when you're walking and you're stepping, on the grass. It's fresh and new. And you can actually smell the smell of the grass, smell of fresh morning. You can feel the soft rain that this first morning when it just touched the grass. And when you're stepping in, you can see from far away the river. And you come close to the river. When you come close, you can choose a pleasure place to sit. And you see next to this beautiful tree, young tree. And you can see the leaves coming out of the tree. And you see how is the water that on top of the tree dropping to the river and create circles on the water. And like that, one more drop of the water leaking from the leaf to the river and make more circles and more wider circles until they blend with the water and leave the river peaceful and smooth. And now you also can connect to yourself with a quiet place, peaceful place inside of you. And from this peaceful position next to the river, you can pay attention that not far away from you, there is a little boat and something inside of you. No, this is boat waiting for you. You're walking through this boat, you're sitting inside. When you feel safe and comfortable, and the boat starts to move slowly, slowly, and taking you into inside of the river. And in the boat, you have everything you need to make you feel comfortable. And you can see around you the river that you're in, and to know that this is the river of memory. And inside of this river, all of the memories that inside of you, all of the good memories, the good moment. And now inside of this boat, the boat stopped moving, and you just watch humbly on the river. And you can see that inside of the river, there is a fish stick. And you can fish to yourself any memory that you want to bring up. You relieve the stick inside of the water, and you're welcome to bring up any memory that the first time you felt proud, success. Feel how you pay attention how you feel there. What kind of a thought you had about yourself, how you feel, who was around you. You actually can experience this memory. And look at this memory, how it make you feel proud and happy. Maybe you were excited. And you can decide if you want to keep this memory or to put it back to the river. Now you can also pick again another memory. In a moment when you felt love, memory that you felt that you love someone or someone love you. Give to this memory to come up. See who is that. Feel how you feel when you see him. See what you guys did together, what the good things was together. What are you excited about? What do you like about this person or about this memory? What puts a smile on your face when you see it? Feel like it's happening now. Take a deep breathing and enjoy this memory. And now you can bring another memory and you can think if you want to keep it with you or put it back. And you can bring one more memory. Maybe something you forgot. And a point in your life, something that's very, very important for you. That when you see it, it's reminding you of who you are, how good person you are. And maybe through this, you also understand what's really, really important right now to you in your life, in your journey, and focusing on this. And now you can bring yourself up all of this memory that you just were thinking about. And you can decide if you want to keep them or you want to do with this, or you want to put it back. Choose one memory that you want to keep it to yourself and you want to enjoy this. And put it in your packet. That always when you're going to look at this, it's going to remind you all the good things that you have in your life. And it's there all the time when you need. Say thank you for yourself, for being here for you. Say thank you for yourself. Give yourself a big hug because there are so many good things about you. You're doing so much for yourself and for your loved one. And you can say to yourself, all the good things that you want to hear, that you're so proud of yourself. And what do you see there, those memories? What kind of a person you are? It shows that you are enough and you are doing so well and you're doing your best. Send to yourself love and appreciation. Take a deep breathing. And allow yourself to put these memories and use it anytime you need. Take a deep breathing. You can open your eyes when you're ready, or just continue sleeping. Okay, amazing. And I would like also to get feedback from you about the meditation. What do you think, like, you like more? What do you think you feel connecting with? Because every day, every week, we will try to do different meditation. Um, you can type me after or now, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, so have a good night. And thank you for helping me to getting better and better and better. Amazing ladies. See you and
Thank you.
you're welcome. I probably want to send you some meditation and I would like to hear your feedback. So I hope I'm gonna do it before Shavuot. But for now, you're welcome to share with me if you did the tapping and how much it's helped you, or if you feel stuck. And Sivan, you're welcome to talk to me about whatever you did and it didn't work. I want to see where it's stuck. Okay? You don't need to stay there by yourself. And you're welcome to, I also do one-on-one. If you feel like you need something more extra, if you feel like you want to working more deep, there's always levels how much deep you can go. So Baruch Hashem give me the opportunity to learn the deep way. And if you feel you want it and you feel you need it, you're welcome to contact me or to send the girls that you think it can help them. Okay, girls, have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.